Aa, okey. Şimdi gelmesi lazım. En son mikrofon oynadığım zamanı hatırlamaya çalışıyorum. Ha, tamam. Şimdi gelmesi lazım. Çok güzel. Aa, ben audience beklemiyordum ya. Şeyi test etmeye çalışıyorum da. En son mikrofon oynadığım zamanı hatırlamaya çalışıyorum. Kendimi duyuyorum. Nasılsın, iyi misin diye yazarsan çok mutlu olurum. Chat çalışıyor mu onu kontrol ederim falan. Halbuki seni soruyorum yani. Şeyi açalım. Logic. Şimdi geldi. Çok güzel. Ama senin son mesajını okuyamıyorum. Kral ya. Duygulandırıyorsun beni. Hemen Logic'i açalım. Boş proje de olur. Amaç ekran paylaşınca geliyor mu gelmiyor mu onu kontrol etmek. Reset channel strip. Amps and pedals. Noli. Abi ilk çok teşekkür ederim. Yoğun iş güç arasında böyle atraksiyonlara girmeye karar verdim. Çok zamanım olmasa da dedim ki buradan yürürsem Livestream üzerinden bayağı işe yaradığını söylüyorlar. Tabii benim kameraya bakmam gerekiyor. Ben burada gidip şeye bakıyorum, chat'e bakıyorum. Mikrofonu biraz daha açabilirim. Hemen açayım. Hatta bu değerleri de kaydetsem iyi olur. Çünkü şu an 42 desibel boost var. Onu 47-48 yapayım. Ya da bunu 42 bırakayım çünkü kollarda şu an ders alıp vermeye başladım. Bu seviyeler gayet iyi. Ben onu OBS'te düzeltirsem daha iyi olur. Tam 0 dB'ye getiriyorum. Tam şu an 0 dB'de. Hafif de yaklaştırayım. Bir de pratik tonumu basayım buraya. Tabii ki ben duyabileceğim. Ama sen duyabilecek misin? Çalışıyorum da. Tam 0 dB'ye getiriyorum. Tam şu an 0 dB'de. Hafif de yaklaştırayım. Bir de pratik tonumu basayım buraya. Ha dediysen bu arada. Tabii ki ben duyabileceğim. Benim sesim çözüldü. Aa. Sen duyabilecek misin? Geliyor da DI de geliyor galiba. Ama DI'nin gelmemesi lazım. Evet, evet, evet. Gitarın akustik geliyorsa şöyle bir sıkıntı var demek. Apollo TV'nin üzerinden reroute yapmam gerekiyor. Çünkü birinci ses DI. Aa, pardon mikrofondan geliyor diyorsun. Hemen deneyelim. Hemen deneyelim. Ben de o sırada dinleyeyim. Şu an 0 dB'de. Hafif de yaklaştırayım. Bir de pratik tonumu basayım buraya. Ha dediysen bu. Çünkü birinci ses DI. Aa, pardon mikrofondan geliyor diyorsun. Hemen deneyelim. Hemen deneyelim. Tamam, tamam. Sen tam bir lifesaver'sın, can kurtarıcısın. Başka dilde şu an söyleyemiyorum. Ee, Ve beni duydun. Çünkü mic açık. Şimdi ben bunu not alayım. Tabii ki notları hemen şuraya alayım. Streaming notes diyeyim. Mic kapalıyken gitar çal gelmiyor. Pardon. DI da gidiyor. Yoksa bir de ne yazayım yanına? Veya düzelt. Capital bir şekilde. Başka neyi kontrol edebiliriz? Bir adet mix açıp direkt olarak işte mesela AB yapalım. Hadi falan deyip AB yapayım gibisinden şey yapabiliriz herhalde. Don't save. Ve işin güzel taraflarından bir tanesi galiba şey olacak. Livestream kaydedilebildiği için neyse ki YouTube tarafından not aldığım her şeyi tekrardan görebileceğim. Abi hazır buradayken sana şey sorayım ya. Şeyi paylaşmayı düşünüyor musun? Solo postu. Imprisoned üzerinde belki yine bir iki şey yaparız gibi düşünüyorum. Promotion diyebilirim. Açayım bu arada. Yes, OBS ile yapıyorum bu arada. Galiba Streamlabs de varmış ve OBS gibi bir mekanizma ile çalışıyormuş. Hangisinin daha iyi olduğunu bilmiyorum. Ama hangisi daha kolaysa onu kullanmayı tercih ederim. Hatta indirmiştim ama daha aktif bir şekilde kullanmadım diyeyim. Okey. Tamamdır. Good news. O zaman ben de bir iki snippet daha hazırlayayım. Böyle arkada dursun. Ee, şey, bir defa böyle tekrar boostlamayı düşünüyorum. Sonra eski parçaları tekrar boostlayacağım da. O yüzden sordum. Let's go. Sadece riff'i çalalım ve ben de arka planda dinleyeyim. Burada şöyle bir fark olacak. Tamam. Sound ID kapalı. Güzel. Let's go. Umuyorum bu yeterince done verir test etmek için. Bir yandan mesajlarını okuyorum, bir yandan ben de nice. Umuyorum bu yeterince done verir test. Çok şaşırtıcı çünkü yani 3 şey falan değiştirdik. Hani mikrofonu düzelttik. Gitar çalarken mikrofonu kullanma. Tamam güzel falan böyle ve bu kadar galiba. Ee, Şey bu arada hazır sadece 2 kişi izliyor, biri sen biri ben. Aa 3 oldu. There is someone else. Ee, Ben yine Türkçe devam edebilirim ama. Um, Ne diyecektim? Bir yazı okudum. Okuduğum yazıya göre Livestream çok ciddi bir şekilde katkı sağlıyor. Ta senin ilk Twitch stream izleyicilerinden de biri olduğum için sen de yapabilirsin belki. Örnek vereyim. Burada gate sidechain kullanabilirsin. Ne için dedin onu? Şey gibi mi? Gitar çalarken mikrofon sussun diye mi dedin? Yoksa farklı bir sebepten dolayı mı? Çünkü hani mix'i bu kadar kısa sürede dinleyip bana bir şey verme ya. Verebileceğini zannetmiyorum. Bir şey mi gördün ya? Mix'te? Okey. Okey. Gitar çalarken. Ama onu nasıl yapacağım bilmiyorum OBS'te. Araştırmam lazım galiba. I have to look. Okay. Okay. Got it. Is there anyone in live stream besides me and Atesh? Please say hi, because I'm not quite sure if someone watches me right now. Hello to Thailand. Hello. Thanks for saying hi. And Atesh, thank you so much, man, for everything. I will definitely take a look. Use gate sidechain for guitar and mic, so that when you play it, microphone will be muted. Yeah, babbling and nerding out in Turkish. That was really helpful. I actually don't know what to do now, but I can maybe ask what could be valuable. Right now, we have tested if we can hear a mix, because in the future I'm planning to talk about my mixes. Meanwhile, I have to say, if you don't follow Atesh yet, just check his videos, because everything is very well explained, and he's doing also really nice modern metal music. So just follow, you're not gonna regret. Just check his channel. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about my mixes in the future. Yeah, that makes sense. This is probably this project. Actually, this project will be okay, but the real project where I record everything probably is not gonna be usable in 2 weeks, because it's using Nameless X plugin, and I don't have it. This is the free trial demo I made for it, and it is also using primary caps. This is an IR pack from a friend, Ryan Ellis from USA, and he was kind enough to send it to me, and I changed the caps. I find a really nice tone, at least that's what I think. And now you're gonna hear that. I'm shutting my mouth and enjoy. That's about it. I used P5 kit, if you know GGD. I'm sure some of you know. And also Groove Bass is in the bass, and Nameless X. And actually this project was quite small. I didn't change too much stuff. I learned some people that I shouldn't put too much plugins, because it's gonna change the sound a lot, and after some point it's gonna be untraceable, at least for newbies like me. And I realized it would be really nice. Yeah, thanks, man. I can actually also show it, because as a Mark Tremonti fan, I again steal some of the progressions. Actually, I didn't steal the progression, but I stole the chord types, which is not patented. By the way, you mentioned that you suggest making a separate project. That's 100% true, and it's something I learned from you anyways. That the record project, but I'm not quite sure if that's what you mean. The record project is one project, mixing and mastering project is one project. So I only have two projects. I remember you have one project for drums, then you add the bass and guitar in another project, and you continuously improve with, I don't know, 3-4 projects. I don't have that kind of system because I don't have too much time, and I know I'm gonna mess up someplace. So everything related to record and samples, normally they're in one place. I also want to show you the other project because I can open it at least for now. So far, what I can say, I used a couple, actually only one, the SSL plugin, just for the drum bus compression. Everything else, either FabFilter Pro Q3 or I used the virtual mix rack. I have this access pass, and Slate Digital is killing it right now, so it's amazing. You mentioned, oh yeah, all the backing tracks are printed and less than CPU usage. I know that feeling. And stupid me, I really learned about this quite recently, that I never ever messed with my buffer size. It's 64 right now, and I was using 32 100% for whenever I'm recording anything. And in general, there's literally a low latency monitoring mode. I thought it's something like a safeguard, but apparently I learned that from Connor Kaminsky, that he's just using 64 or 128, and he's handling everything in one project. Not gonna lie, it sounds a little bit weird, but it's actually not, because this thing is always turned off for me. At least it was until the past month, probably. I checked the masterclass and he was talking about it. So even if there's a huge plugin stack and it makes the whole thing very, very slow, imagine, that's not a good example, but imagine you have 6-7 plugins that makes it extremely delayed in a drum bus, and you want to record the guitar, but it's not gonna be in sync anyways. When you use that low latency monitoring mode, Atesh, just shut me up and explain if I'm wrong. But as far as I understand, this thing, for example, if I click rhythm left here and I want to record something, when I turn the low monitoring on, the other stuff is buffered, at least maybe for some time. Then it's played like it's a backing track, and the rhythm guitar is real time, and after that I can just play it. Really? I'm okay. So it's, do you think it's a good idea or not to have that thing? I also checked that some of the plugins were disabled. I'm not quite sure if it's printing out anything behind, but for the past month I used it just for the sake of recording, and it was working fine. So I will use either 32, and I'm not gonna use a low latency, or I'm gonna stay in 64 or 128, and I will definitely use that low monitoring. I just don't know which one I should use, but if I have all the plugins, if they're not what is called, if they're not trial, if I have every single plugin, I don't even think about, you know, making that decision. I can just use a low monitoring, maybe not. By the way, we also have this weird orchestra sections which has nothing in it, but I learned it from the hard way. By the way, hello Jam, welcome bro. I learned it from the hard way that if you don't have a template, it makes it really hard, because I made a lot of demos. I call it a lot of demos, but maybe it's nothing for a professional. And right now, I don't know, I released 10 demos or contest videos, anything really. And after some point, I realized I'm really, really tired, because when I'm gonna mix, I do everything from scratch. If I'm gonna make, you know, create a project and start working, again, I start from scratch, and after some point it really, really made me tired, and I don't want that anymore. So I just I'm not gonna do that anymore. So that's basically it. I have to read Atay's comments. Yeah, it goes direct to stereo out. It bypasses plugins that add delay. Okay. You use it all the time. Whoops. I do 64 if you're comfortable with it. 64, I think I'm comfortable, and sometimes I don't know where I learned that from. I just mute everything. I mean, mute the guitar, and I play it that way. And for some reason, sometimes I'm better with the click and without the guitar noise. I really don't know if that makes some sense. So anyways, I want to show you two things before I close this project, and I'm going to talk about the tone. It's that, let's solo the orchestra, and I put this, it's not trumpet by the way, I played all the brass section, but for some reason I grouped them. I grouped trumpets, French horn, trombones, everything. But since I played every single instrument and for no reason I created only one bus to export, I just moved it to trumpets, but it's not affecting anything. It goes to brass, which is not processed. It goes to orchestra, which is processed. So there's only plugins in this section. So to me that was interesting, because I tried to add some violence thanks to my Epica background. It didn't work. At least to me, it didn't work. I tried different techniques, which I cannot talk about because I don't know about the techniques. I just, used the browser, just clicked each one. Okay, that's staccato. I mean, really nice name. Let's try it. So it's quite an uneducated way of doing things. And one more thing, the samples were huge, especially this one. I think we are in the wrong part, sorry. I should at least open one of them because, oh yeah, in here there is a gap, a silence. I really like that. And normally I don't add stuff like this, but I realized I'm playing and songwriting in a very straightforward way. So I was listening Architect's last songs, Seeing Red and Curse, and in there are really nice gaps which is filled with percussion, and I really like that. I tried to apply it. I'm not quite sure if it was nice, but just the drum sound didn't work for me, because even though I pushed the tones, I didn't get the sound what I wanted. So I used a couple from Ghost Hack, and it sounds like this in the sample wise. yeah. And if you add the drums and play the whole chorus, this rapture and crack samples are a little bit too much, but yeah, New Architects rips. I actually didn't know about the story, but I realized it's a bit sad. People were trashing about they changed their sounds, and it was like in rap it's called, you know, dissing. I don't know if it's English or Turkish or you know, something international. I'm not into rap music. Anyways, after all this trashing, they realized, you know, they have to give an answer, and I think the new tracks are about those answers. They're kind of done with those trash talking. One more thing, and I really like Architects, by the way. Every weekend I just open Architects, and there are some songs that I like, and I just go over them. Anyways, I am not gonna talk too much because minute by minute I realized that I forgot all the grammar. So these are the samples. I showed it to you guys with the drums. I also want to add everything except the guitars because, you know, they're taking too much space, and I got a feedback about the rhythm section and the chorus was really muddy. The guy didn't say it's muddy, but he said that the note qualities are not present. I don't know what the hell that means. I know what that means, but I'm gonna show it in the other project. So anyways, whoops, my bad, sorry. Let's try again. Yeah, and just by itself, guitar is not the most pleasant thing, but in the mix I think it's fine, especially in the riff section. It's gonna show off, but I want to talk about that muddiness. Yeah, it's it's gonna be a little bit hard because day by day I realize that I need to talk more, and maybe also actively get some lessons, even though my English is good. I mean, I'm a software developer, I'm working abroad, and I'm using English daily, but still sometimes I think I talk so primitive. Anyways, I think we are gonna get along. So this is the guitar tone. Actually, it's not the guitar tone because I did some processing, of course, depending on the other instruments. I cut some stuff, I boost some stuff, but this is how it sounds in the mix right now. Is exactly the same, so I am not gonna bother replaying it. I'm sure Atesh has a lot of notes for me. Thanks, man. Thanks so much. The issue is that I am slowly learning how to use drums and drum bass and stuff, and there are a lot of, you know, tutorials, and if I'm stuck, normally I ask Atesh. So I already have some idea about how to, you know, work with the drum bass, even though maybe it's not the best one, the one I have. But the guitar is something else. I am having hard time putting the mid-range instruments into the mix, and probably it will come in time in experience, so I hope to spam some demos in the future. And it's, you know, just another benefit of doing the live stream, because I'm hoping people who follow me or people I admire, and also people who like mixing stuff, will come into the live stream and, you know, give me some lessons or ask some questions. Maybe by teaching I will learn more stuff, or I'll get some really nice information from really nice people. And I realize, you know, I am following so many people in Instagram. It's really hard to follow, you know, every single post of theirs. But talking, you know, chatting is not enough, because, you know, when you talk about, you know, it's a little bit harsh, that 800. What the hell is that? But maybe if we do all live stream and all content together, after some point it will make sense. Or some of you guys, I'm looking at you, Atesh, you can give me something like, I want to hear that rhythm guitar, now cut this area, I'm sure it's gonna be better. Or if you cut this area, this will happen. This kind of stuff will move me in the future, and probably I will mix much better. Now I will shut up again. This is the last thing I'm going to show you before changing the project. This is the mix project, and I already told that before. Okay, this is the riff section for the guitar only. And I lied because I also want to show this one, especially with the full mix and just the guitar. I didn't want to play the exact same thing. I didn't want to repeat myself, but when I changed the ambient guitar in this, I was doing this dissonance stuff. I will show it to you in the project, and I've also changed the guitar and try to remember which notes I played. Ambient section changes the note, I think from its C to B or something like that, and the exact same rhythm section gives a whole different vibe, which I really liked. Thanks, man. Hui Pam. I hope that I didn't butcher your name and maybe surname. I really don't know, actually. But welcome to the stream. This is my first ever stream. To be honest, 3 years ago I tried another live stream, but that actually failed miserably because I was playing a PC game in a low setting with a tank top, and that was really bad. I am so happy that I deleted that after 1 hour, and since I'm not famous, no one recorded anything. But yeah, anyway, that was a disaster. I'm gonna close this project without changing anything. Yeah, I didn't change anything anyways. So we're gonna open the demo project, and I will also show you something else. I learned it from Raul Choi. I hope that's his family name. And I'm gonna click continue to neural DSP. Yeah, I also used Pliny. It's in the description, but probably no one checked the description, so that's the harsh truth. I use Instagram descriptions like, I talk about everything. If I put a periphery solo in the description, I talk about why that solo and that song is important to me, and no one fucking cares. I ask them if they checked anything, check the description and the stuff in there. no one checked anything. So that's really, really funny. One thing, that's very small cycle is there for nothing. No, yeah. When I was recording, I put there gap, very small one measure, so that I can just get ready with video camera and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna change the guitar and I will literally play the tones, and maybe I can also duplicate and change the tones. We can compare Nameless X versus the cab that I use. I didn't want to make a commercial out of this, or I didn't want to make an influencer content, but those IRs in the pack looks legit. Maybe not for Nameless, maybe not for this demo. I am not sure. I'm not a tone wizard, so I think you will be the judge of this. Let's see. By the way, Rhythm L and Rhythm R are real tracks, and Rye, the one you will see here, is actually nothing. It's just something I put there for recording, literally. It's just the track. So let's change it. By the way, since you're in a live stream, you deserve to know that tomorrow I will have a new guitar. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna keep it, but let's see. Let's see. Let's put it. You're doing well, even if there's only one viewer. Don't give up. Yes! I'm so happy that all of you guys are here. It's actually 4 when I see it. I really don't know if that's the real number or not. It's okay. I promised myself last year that even if there's no one, I'm gonna do it for myself. I mean, that's a half lie, half truth, because imagine that you live streamed your mix for 50 times and no one watches. After some time, maybe you're gonna stop, right? Let's see. So, I want to talk about the rhythm guitar. Is it coming out? Yeah. The issue is my friend Atesh informed me that I have to mute my mic, otherwise you are gonna hear the acoustic sound like this. And I don't want you to listen to that, so I will constantly muting myself if I'm going to play anything. It's gonna be really time consuming. Sorry for that, but it had to be done. It has to be done. Yeah, let's start with only rhythm guitar, or actually I don't want to change the real tone. I will be playing with the real. No, the track. It's really hard to explain this stuff. I am opening this. So we have the IR pack tone. Exactly. Do it for yourself, and if it makes you happy, who cares, right? That's nice. This is the Eser demo. This is my name and surname, by the way. Yasin Eser. You can call me Yasin if you are new. What we have here is, let me open this. We have 6 different caps. Actually, there was no information to read me as far as I remember, but Ryan informed me that these are mixed, but these are just single tones. So if I click load here, and if I go to my downloads, then I go to this pack, parallel live tones, primary caps, hardness audio, I have this options. So if you never ever used an IR before, it's okay. I gotta stop this. It's okay, because we have these combo tones. You don't have to mess with two different miking. Actually, it's not two different caps. There's a huge difference, but I want to get into that later. Ryan and the guys in the Parallel Lives, they actually mixed two different caps and they created these mixed IRs. So if you want to use that, you can just use it without any issue. And even though I like the tone, I wanted to create something a little bit more unique, because I know after some point it's not gonna be okay. You know, you need to have a nameless X suite X, and you also need to have a mixed cap, meaning you need this IR. I don't want to sell you any products. I like these products. I made a demo. I don't have them. This is courtesy of Ryan for me to create the demo, and the other one, I don't have it. I am using archetype Gojira, archetype Noli, archetype Pliny, anything with archetype on it actually, and I'm using Tonking. So these are my main stuff. I was just messing around, so I realized I should just create my own stuff, a little bit more unique, so to say. So we have two different stuff here. I'm gonna play it for you. Actually, I don't even have to play. We can just go to the riff section, and we don't have to make it too long. Just the first repetition is more than enough. I'm going to level these as 0, and you're gonna hear this one and this one, Oren Mar, and I also don't know which companies this was. So what I'm gonna do is just do a very quick A/B. I'm just gonna close it. I'm just gonna give you a stock tone for a nameless suite, and we can maybe talk about, if there's a question you have. So there is one comment. Is he Mark Holcomb is cool guitar? I have an SVN. I mean, which one do you have? Is it the Walnut or the Blue Burst or the Brisket Burst? Because Brisket Burst is quite a classic. It's like a classic car for Mark Holcomb. This is a great one. I also have an SVN, but it's the Walnut model because I really like. But I have no idea if you can see it actually. Yeah, you can see it. This one. One of the best investments that I did. I have to put this. Yeah. One of the best investments I had 2 or 3 years ago, because I couldn't play the songs that I wanted because they were 7-string songs, and I had this custom 24 that I show. I also didn't have that, by the way. I had only 2 guitars, a Mark Tremonti SE signature and custom 24, and even though I put these really high gauge strings for really low tones, I couldn't do anything I wanted, because after some point it was doing this very flubby thing, and I hated that. I just wanted to get something, and I bought that SVN. So you have the Holcomb Burst. Is that the Blue Burst? I really have to check. Even though I'm a PRS artist, I still don't know all the names of the color palettes. I think this is Holcomb Burst. I'm not quite sure. I think the first one is Holcomb Burst, because this is HBB, right? Holcomb Blue Burst, something like that. Yeah, thanks so much, man. That is 2016 burnt maple leaf. I bought it second hand from Manchester. I mean, the guitar was in Manchester. I wasn't. I think it's owned for 2 years by a blues rock player, and for some reason he modded the bridge saddles, but it's really staying in tune. I mean, I just put it in standard, so when I set it up, I don't, of course I check the tuning, but besides, there's not much change except G string, because that's always messing with our mind. So I will shut up. I'm gonna play the riff section and I'm gonna do some A/B. Now you're gonna hear only the left one, which is ORN mixed. If you wanna check this cap, by the way, I can put the link in the chat. It's totally up to you. Normally I do everything in the plugin, but only for this one and only for Ryan, I realized I can just throw some caps, and it's definitely changing. Cap is one of the most important parts of this guitar tone extravaganza. Second, of course, the amp, because of the character. And I watched so many videos about, you know, tone stuff. I maybe understand 15 to 20%, maybe 30%, but all I know is cam and amp is extremely important if you have just a decent guitar, comfortable thing that you can, you know, trust. Just duck everything else. Just use amp and cap to shape your tone and you will get there. Trust me, just trust me. And I always look the second monitor, which is the streaming monitor, so sometimes I have to do this to look at you. Sorry for that. Yeah, so I'm playing ORN. Actually, since everything is played, you didn't understand anything, and I should do this. My bad. So let's start with this. Sorry, first of all, I should have copied this one here, and I should also answer a really nice question. You asked that, am I the only guy in here who don't know anything about guitar or musical instrument? Ah, yeah. Disclaimer, this is a music channel. I'm playing guitar for some time and I'm making music, and this live stream is mostly about how I'm gonna mix a certain song, how I play the guitar, and time to time I want to give you some insights about how I suck at playing by streaming my practice sessions. That's a cool riff. Thank you so much. It's Tyler Shep Music. Thanks, Tyler. Assuming that's your name, because it's the internet. You never know. So, shutting up, and this is ORN. And I'm gonna remove the click track so you can hear better. Now with the other part, this is called HAMAR. And I will do the same kind of mixing that I did. It was something like this. Let's listen and think about it. Yeah. Yeah, this is the cabs that I use, and I also want to show you a couple of this combined ones. Oh yeah. Yeah, thanks so much, man, for thinking like this, but you'll see. Just join the live streams. Oh yeah, I do. I am in love with Periphery, and the boys know it. The boys know that I am in love with Periphery. Yeah. So I'm going to show you these combined IRs because I mean I'm not a tone wizard, that's for sure, and you might not be. There are even non-musicians out there, so this makes it a little bit easier. There are already combined and mixed IRs. When you put it there, you don't have to care too much about the tonal perspective as long as you like it. But it's not giving you any option of fine-tuning, so that's not so good. So learn about caps and apply the knowledge that you have. This is the lesson here, also for me. So I'm just gonna switch and you're gonna see the names here, and if you like it, again in the chat you can give me, you can ask me and I can send you the link. And I should increase the mic level. Let's see. Yeah, and I will quickly change this thing into one of those. Yep, this one. I like Kian, and he put some 6-string riff in. So let's put it. It needs more tap. Yeah, exactly. I think so. I didn't even try this tone yet, but I just want to give you at least some information about what you would hear in tone if we change the presets. It's the exact same riff, so you can do some A/B testing and you can understand how important it is to change the cap and change the tone in general. I'm passing this one, it says 8 strings. Probably there is some low end and some EQ magic. Okay, there's no EQ magic. I don't know why. Normally John adds some stuff there. Okay, I'm gonna stop because you're hearing the exact same thing with a slightly different tone. Actually, not slightly because the tone changed a lot. And I think among them 3 and 4 is something that I would really use. I am normally not using this track, so I will play some stuff. Kian preset is good for you. Previous one would be awesome for leads. Oh shit, you gotta give me the name, man. Because I really don't know. Do you mean about the metal presets for the lead or something, I didn't show anything here except the 6-string riffing, right? Yeah. We also have this Kian tone. Let's try it. I just wanna play something for you guys so you would understand how I normally play. I think it's not so bad. Tesh giving you the information. Yes, that is 6-string riffing, and maybe we can add quickly some stuff, some leads. Whoops. Yes, maybe we could just play, but I have to mute myself, of course. So I have one issue. Whenever I play the whole comp and I just finish a lead, a solo, a melody, I immediately go and try to use a Vemi bar, Floyd Rose, whatever bridge that I have. But this is fixed. Thank you so much for joining Livestream, man. See you again. And I'll do more of this. And if you just join and say hi, I would be really, really happy. See ya. That's where camera is. See ya. So yeah, this is a lead material. This is a riffing material. I don't know, but normally when I record something, at least for riffing, I would just close this. I'm not quite sure if when you close all of these, your CPU is completely free. I assume no, but this pre-effects, amp, maybe cap depending on your tone, it's always open. But if you're not using, just for saving some CPU, assuming right now, just close this, because if you don't use your EQ, which Kian actually put something, thank you Kian, this EQ section should be on. But if there's nothing like this one, you're gonna put your reverb, your delay in the mixing project, just close this. You don't need that extra CPU stuff, or it is at least some extra information, because imagine someone looks at your project, I don't know why, and clicks here and sees that this, and oh shit, that is interesting, your reverb and your delay engage is off, and they can ask, what the hell is this? Just close it, bro. Anyway, I will skip to the real deal tone. I'm not joking when I start to make this demo. Okay, man, thank you so much, and thank you for your help. It was really valuable. Thanks to you, I know what to play, what not to play, and what to stream. That was really valuable. Thank you so much. See ya. And I have to find, by the way, if you don't follow Atesh, just follow Atesh, because you can see his name right now in the chat. Just follow him. And even I, have to recheck his videos about how to do modern metal and how to add these really nice embellishments into your modern metal projects. And he's a solo artist. He's also doing mixing and mastering. He mixed and mastered my last single, Imprisoned, and I'm extremely happy and I'm proud. So I will show you this tone. This is Archetype Pliny. I literally stole this preset from Pliny. This 11 Nights is Pliny's demo for Archetype Pliny X, and in here I think I changed the preset just a little bit, or maybe not much, but I'm gonna play it for you because it's Can we hear the whole song? Of course. Of course. For this, I'm gonna do something really nice. And should I open the project, sorry, or just open the WoW file? I'm gonna open the project because don't close this, please. I'm gonna play it for you. Livestream. Hello. I have to be careful about the names. Abang Fatih. Hello. And welcome. I'm gonna show you guys the whole song right away. By the way, just before hitting the play, I want to talk about one thing. In here, there's a plugin that is off, and it is just for me. And I'm not gonna use it right now. This is Sound ID. If you never heard of it, hola, hello, Guy. I don't know your name. I only know your internet name. Maybe it's your real name. Welcome. I want to talk about this one. This is Sound ID. And for example, I am making my music in the living room. And in the living room, you may think that there's a huge echo. And it's because this is a rectangular shaped room with concrete walls, and we are living minimalist, so to say, and we don't have these huge furniture and stuff to dampen the noise and dampen the reverb around. And for this, whenever I'm playing my guitar, and when I load my amp, Archetype Noli, I don't know, Archetype Gojira, and I am playing, right, I get a huge boost in the low end. And I'm gonna show it what I mean. This is the latest one. In this area, which is 100 to 130, like this is 10, 20, 30, yes. From 100 to 130, I get a huge boost, and it prevents me to play because I get this boomy sound into my face. And for this reason, whenever I'm mixing, and even whenever I'm playing really in my home studio, I am using this plugin. I calibrated the whole living room. This is my reference point. This is where my monitors are directed me, and I'm always listening my music here. So I put the microphone here and around and calibrated the whole room. Now I am hearing everything perfect, but right now this is off. So, but I have headphones, so I also have one preset for my headphones. This is the imperfections on my headphones. Every headphone is different, even though if it's in the same model, if it's everything is Sennheiser HT650, they're different because of the conductors and so on. But this is an average EQ to fix the issues in the hardware and the acoustic environment. So I will shut up. This thing is off, so you will hear the last mix, and we're gonna see each other in 1.5 minutes. and we stop. This is the piece. Again, maybe I should talk about it. This is demoing three things. The very recent Neural DSP update on the Nameless suite, 14 Nameless suite X. Now it's X. And Ryan, my friends, introduced me and everyone an IR pack. It's primary caps, heartless audio. It's from Paralleled Lives by English. I demo both products, and there's also one more stuff. This is a free plugin if you want to check it out. Okay, this is the mix project. Sorry, I should show it in the other projects. Yep, not the synth. This is Aina 2. You probably heard that before. It's a very, very famous plugin. The plugin I want to show you, if this thing loads, okay. This is actually free, decent sampler. It's a really nice, even though you cannot see right now. Maybe I should reload it. Maybe it's gonna help, right? Okay, this is FRS 4. We need one. Yeah, this is a really nice thing. Do you have a solo number in there? So no, I don't have a solo, because when I write solos, I really care about that, and it takes a lot of time, because I don't want to, I don't want to suck with a solo, because solo is one of the most important part, at least for me, to become a guitarist. For some reason, I care that a lot, and this demo had to be fast, and for that reason, I didn't put anything. Normally, I use ambient guitars like that Pliny one, which I will show you in a second, and I definitely increase my soloing game even in demos. So even that question is a feedback, so thank you so much for that. I'm gonna play this one for you. This is a free plugin. If you don't know Venus Theory, it's an amazing channel that you really need to check it out. And there are so many things there, plugins, music theory, and so on. I'm gonna say so on because there are so many small things that you will learn from that particular channel and person. Just check Venus Theory. I will also put the name. You can check Venus Theory, and I literally send it. This is a free plugin, and there are 7 more free plugins like this, and they all use Decent Sampler, which is another free plugin. So this is like a container, and the other plugins are small files working with Decent Sampler format. So I'm gonna play it for you. It's lovely. The sound is lovely to my ears, and it is really nice for creating drones and some, at least for me, dissonant sections in a song. I used it at the intro, and there's also Strand. I think it's kind of violin thing. Long bells group. I don't know why this is happening. If I move it, it's not helping. Maybe I should just click somewhere. Okay, it got back. Longbow solo. No, we had longbow group. Yeah, so I'm gonna play this one as well. It's really, really nice sounding, and I really like that. So if you want to check that out, if you're composing music or not, totally up to you. You can definitely check this one. It is amazing. So I go back to our intro tone, which is archetype Pliny, 11 night chord section, and I'm gonna mute this. Thank you. I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm gonna play the Pliny intro tone that I just loaded for you. And we are on mute again. So this is the tone that I used, but what I played was extremely simple. Again, very small, but it was quite useful. The second tone is actually more interesting for you and me. This is again for the nameless, but this is another ambient tone that I ripped off. I don't know, from someone. Okay, this is probably John's tone. So that's literally the Neural DSP ambient volume swell tone. You can just load it, but of course it's gonna be a different one because again, I used my friend's cab IRs for this tone. So we have some mixes here. So I essentially used, this is EDH and MAR, and this is FEN, probably Fender. So we actually have three different cabs here: Fender, this one, and this one. I really don't know which one. I should definitely ask that. I didn't plan talking about them, so I actually don't know, but sorry. This is the tone that you're gonna hear in a second. This is again more interesting because throughout the song you are hearing it for every section, literally. And I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna play it for you. Again, it's much more interesting because it's not meant to be an intro. Actually, it was a real nice question, Tyler, that you asked if there is a solo or not. I want to think this tone and this guitar in this composition as a solo guitar. And the reason is I wrote a solo for the intro, not this intro, by the way, this riff section. I want to play it for you. Okay, so many information, so I'm gonna isolate. Yeah, this part, not this dissonant part, but the part before, it started as a solo guitar thingy, and I played around. I liked it, you know, how I played, how riff and my solo actually matches. It fits together, you know, and I stopped it right after because I realized I supposed to add a drone or an ambient guitar and use that solo, and that was too much information because what I'm trying to do here is demo a guitar tone, which is supposed to be heard, very clean, an ambient tone, or a clean tone really, which is supposed to be heard very clean. And if I also add a solo guitar, probably it's not gonna work, or my solo will be too shiny to understand the value of this amplifier. So in a long run, there will be a solo, no worries. This is literally 1.5 minutes demo. It's not even 1.5 minute demo actually. We really need to check the whole size, which is, yeah, actually 1.5. 1 minute and 25 seconds, considering the outro is extremely long sustained, and it was not working with a solo. So the tone is very good, and I wanna walk you through the chorus section, which is actually not so interesting, but maybe we should go back to the zeros, which is in the rhythm. I really didn't do anything except this. Anyways, I'm gonna put the rhythm, or I'm gonna do even better thing. I'm going to open the mix project because I want you to hear everything in a better context, which is mixed. I'm gonna solo the rhythm guitar, only the zero section, and I will also add the clean guitars. So they're matching to my ears perfectly. And the reason is, again, as I mentioned, you can hear the guitar because when I change the project, the other one goes silent. Okay. While I'm playing, I think okay, yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm looking for. Let me play it and then we're gonna talk. But this is quite it flutters. Okay, I think I overloaded this thing, so I hope it's not gonna mess with the stream, but I want to go like 128 buffer size. I'm only hoping that it's not gonna mess thing up. And stream is on, right? Yeah, looks like I'm talking about something. Yeah, so let's try again. It's not working. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say or explain. I don't change the rhythm, and with the ambient tone, I think I create enough tension to go to the chorus section. So if I put anything else in here, probably it's not gonna work. So the most important section, I am probably talking for an hour or more, and the most important part, at least for me to explain, is the chorus. And because people like the chorus, that's a good benefit for me. And in the chorus section, I followed my inspiration, Mark Tremonti, and I used a couple of shapes, which I will show you in a second, and they really worked fine, but in the end they sounded a little bit muddy. Yep. So let's go back. The other project will load. We're gonna wait a couple of seconds, or not. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Yep. I think it's okay now. Okay. I don't experience any lag, but the buffer size is 128, so it's interesting. Whatever. So, okay. Enough babbling with guitar. This clean section was that, and the chorus section is consisting a couple of chords, as you would imagine. I will only use this rhythm guitar. I think it's enough for us. Okay, so since I cannot talk, whoops, sorry, okay, what? I am also watching the live stream because I don't know how to do it. That's not the camera. That's camera. This is the first live stream, guys. This is how inexperienced I am right now. So I will act like everything is working fine, right? So I hope you can hear the tone. And what I want to give you as an information is these chord shapes, because they're amazing. They're just amazing. So there is this song called Isolation. I also need to check the camera if you can see the guitar. I also don't know how to do the AB thing. Maybe I can just click to myself and make this thing a little bit bigger. That's what she said. Okay. Probably you can hear the guitar, and you can also hear me, and you can see everything. This is my living room, my echo chamber, really. And what I want you to give you is Isolation from Alter Bridge, which has an amazing chorus. And I really don't know the whole detail, but I will try to play it for you. Then I am gonna play this chorus, and I'm gonna give you why I stole it. So this is Alter Bridge, Isolation. Amazing song, amazing chorus, amazing vocals. Everything is top to bottom amazing. So one thing, I'm gonna play the chorus that I put it in here, and I'm gonna give you the chord shapes, which are quite basic, and also explain in a couple of free videos which I can point you. Let's go. So this is the chorus section that I put, and it literally steals Isolation, because instead of doing this chord, I realized I can change this and be a little bit original. So I added this. I think this is minor third, so it gives a minor tonality in actually a power chord. And after that, I immediately moved this part. This guitar is in drop C, by the way. important point. This is a drop tuning, so in drop tuning you can use this stuff really a lot. This is the chord, and I have to count. I think this is a major third. And after that we go 2 steps back. Actually, we're in the same place, but our pinky is gonna move, of course. We do this again. This is literally stolen from Isolation. This is how it's played in the song, but what I'm doing, I am going from this major third added power chord to this shape. So it's something like this. And I think it changes the tonality a lot, and it gives that Isolation vibe that I really wanted. Again, this chorus has 2 major influences. One is Alter Bridge and definitely Mark Tremonti, and most importantly, I added that Architects thing, which is using not a huge gap, actually, it's maybe just a measure, and I put that sample just to hit it, and when guitars are muted and silent, we get all the power from the, what is called, percussion. Yeah, percussion samples and the real percussion, which is GGDP5, which I'm using right here, which is kind of shame. After talking for 2 hours, I didn't mention that. This is groove bass. This the probably most important bass plugin that I used so far, because there are so many songs that I wrote with groove bass. I literally made 10 to 15 demos, which I released. It's not just a demo that I put it, in there in my folder. And I also released at least 6 or 9 8 or 9 songs from my albums, and they all have groove bass. So I'm gonna actually make myself a little bit smaller, and I will go back. I'm gonna close this. I will open the drums, which is here, and this is one and only GGDP5. We have the reverb inside, which is a shame because I didn't want to do that. Normally people I see was mixing good, just putting the reverb completely off and have their own reverb channels. They have something like a parallel compression bus, but it's literally just a reverb, and they send maybe the whole kit or just the smaller buses like the snare bus and kick bus and overheads and rooms. Sorry, not rooms, toms, my bad. So I did a very small couple of changes again. I use, as you can see, it's already Wildfire turbo mode, and for this I don't have to do too much processing, and it's a demo. So if it's my song, I would probably start from scratch and visit every single thing like I did in the tome. I would change the I would touch the envelopes and stuff and check if it's working fine or not. I would go to snare and I would definitely check if I need a high tuned or low tuned snare, totally up to the song. And we also have some pitch control, so I would probably play with that. So on and on and on. I'm not using mono, so I don't know why it's there. Probably there's a reason. I watched all of Nolly's GGD videos, but I totally forgot what and why we have mono. But I blend rooms and I process them together. I'm not quite sure it's the best idea, but it actually works. Some of them has one of them, I think room 1 has more of a nice kick and snare hits, so I take the advantage of that for sure. Yeah, this is the 2 plugin that I didn't talk about. We talk about the archetype Pliny, we talk about 14 Nameless, we talk about the IR pack that I was trying to give you the sound of. So I think we are close to the end, people. Maybe just one thing, I never ever give you the sound of the samples, which is a shame. For example, this idea is used. I'm gonna play the song for one more time before closing, because I think you need to hear if you are new. So this is the punchy samples that I used from Ghost Hack, not Shack. This is the Ghost Hack. I think this is the ambient motion. Yep. I'm not quite sure I used ambient motion because I always browse new samples like any other producer. And these are the samples that I have so far. And from Ghost Hack, I have 2 things. Actually, I have 4 things. I used ambient motion probably somewhere. Probably the punch sample is coming from there. I also checked this tension cinematic FX, which is amazing. I really like that. So if you wanna check it out, why not? So this is the punch sample. Okay, this is not the mix project. So I'm not gonna go back because I'm gonna show it in a mixed project anyway. I'll just isolate these 4. We have 4 because there are 2 hits in the percussion in the GGD5 with the toms, the rack tom and the low floor tom. We hit like boom boom, and I added the samples because it was too weak for me and anyone else. It sounds so cool. I'm gonna show it to you in the context. Don't worry, we're gonna play the mix project once again, but these samples are extremely good. And I also have these ones. This is the impact sample. They're called Rapture and Cracked, and they are there because every single section in my demos and my songs start with an impact sample that is giving some refresh, I don't know, or like in the epic music, not epic metal, but the real deal epic music, like the cinematic ones. They have these amazing samples in the percussion, and they use the percussion so well in the production. They really refresh your mind, and every single section is increasing like a crescendo in a low pace. I don't know, I'm not good with these music terms, which is extremely shame. So the other 2 samples are like this, not so different, has more high end, and they're working really nice together. Let me show you only Rapture and only Cracked. This is giving more excitement than high end, the other one. So they're both together giving a really nice low end boost, and with the drums they make a lot of sense, which I can isolate if you want. Just let me know. Just ask me to isolate any track or any bus and I will, no worries. So we have 2 free plugins that I demoed for drone sounds and intros. I showed you guys the samples that I use. It's actually not so much, right? Because in my songs I literally add 10-15 samples, and I'm only talking about the impact ones. I have this boomy one. I have a little bit, how to explain that? I have some samples that are not hitting too much or interfering with the bass, the kick bass so much, but it's giving some excitement and air, and again it refreshes your ears. So note to self, try to explain this thing in offline so you're not gonna suck at live streaming. Anyways, for the people who are new here, just for the last time, I'm gonna show you the brass section because it adds so much to chorus. I tried to add a violin, it didn't work. I don't know why. I tried all this kind of stuff, you know. I gave a solid couple of hours to add something interesting in the chorus. I managed to do it only with synthesizer and clean guitar in a fast tremolo context. It's something like this. Yeah, probably it's not giving too much information if you're new here. By the way, I see a couple of people, so if you're here and if you're interested to listen the real deal demo, which is mixed and mastered, just say hi, guys. Don't silently watch the stream. I need to hear some voice. Or read some comments, I don't know. Fuck. Yeah, I think it's loaded. And for the last time, we have a couple more minutes left. I'm gonna show you the song again. I'm gonna play it for the last time, maybe last couple of times. And if you have a question about it, please let me know so I can answer them. Let's play, let's hit it. Nope, I'm hearing something. For some reason. Okay, sorry, I think I understand. I have to, I have to touch this buffer size again. 128 was really fine. And low latency monitoring is off, so everything is included. Now I can hit it. I think when I change the buffer size, some of the plugins are loaded for the third time. Third time is the charm. Sorry everyone, I will try. If you hear something stupid, just let me know. This is my first live stream, sorry for that. I'm hitting for the last time and I shut up. And yeah, that was it. That was it, guys. I will expect some questions. I assume you have some. And if you don't, I'm still gonna wait for a couple more minutes. And if you don't have a question, I'm just gonna close the first stream ever. As far as I understand, I have a couple of things to improve for the streaming. For example, I play with the tone when I am muted. Otherwise, you're gonna hear the acoustic stuff and it's not good. Anyways, if you have a question about the tone, question about the guitar, question about the mix, question about music, question about life, I'll try to explain. Or I don't know, maybe we can search it together. That's also an option. In the meantime, I have to check if I have the tone here. Yeah, I do. Ah, fuck. And I will do it muted because I don't want you to hear the acoustic stuff. If you have any questions, I'm waiting, people. We have 4 more minutes. Then I probably need to eat something. And I will also put it in the chat. Questions, please. Please. And say hi to the first stream. Okay. Yeah. That's the live stream spirit. I'm gonna mute myself. Questions, ask, say hi to the stream because we're gonna close and this is the first stream ever, so you can, I don't know, checkpoint a really important moment here for no reason. And I really want to play some with the clean tone as well. So for the last time, maybe I want to open this Pliny thing. I think I also have some presets. Yeah, I played a Sleep Token solo. Actually, there was no solo. I composed a solo for Sleep Token song, and it's a nice one. But I used the custom 24 for that. So. And I also used the transpose feature and I just went to gent mode. But wait, I did it not with this. I did it with this. Let me play it. Ugh. After talking for 2 hours, I have nothing left. No brain. I also closed this one, so. What's going on? Let me open this once more. It's confusing right now. Yep, it's really confusing. I want to change the tone. Yeah, better. Yep. And this one was the Nazareth lead, right? Yes, now that's the tone I'm looking for. No idea. And I used this thing without any FX section, and I transposed it 1 octave just to play this. It was actually E. So if we consider this is E, which is not. Was it F sharp though? Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah, I played something like this for my Sleep Token solo composition. So it was actually really, really nice. But I'm here to play you something huge. That sounds wrong, but I'm gonna allow it. We can even increase it. For the last time, I'm gonna play a couple more notes. If you have any questions, we can also check the song again. It's the Nameless Suite plus an IR pack demo, and if you want to hear something about it, just ask me the questions. Ask me how's the mix, ask me to play it, ask me to isolate the guitar tone, and maybe I can give some information if you need some. So I'm gonna play the last couple of notes. I don't know why, but I just want to. So increase the output. Yep, something like that. Again, I check the tremolo if I have it. This thing is gonna kill me. I'm just butchering some notes. Anyways, guys, I think we waited enough. I see that you don't have any. This is the camera, but I'm looking at the chat. I am gonna fix that soon. So, I'm gonna play the song for the last time, and we're gonna close this project. I'm not quite sure I save it. Yeah, why not? Save it, save it, save it. I'm gonna be playing it for the last time, and if you have any questions, you can ask. If you don't have any questions, what we're gonna do is close this first stream ever in my YouTube channel. I'm acting like I didn't try 3 years ago and failed miserably, And on the next one, I hope to see you, and I hope to see your friend. I hope to see your musician family. I don't know, your music teacher or whatever, to teach me something or to learn something, because this is how we do it. We help each other as musicians, as gentlemen, as I don't know what. So I'm playing this. No questions, at least say bye, because we are closing the stream. Thank you. I just saw myself air drumming in the video. Whatever. So thank you so much for your time, people. It was my first live stream ever. Maybe I should do it like this. This was my first live stream ever. I did my best to set up the audio. I have some things to improve, but besides, I think you can hear the mix. You can hear the guitar sound. You can get somewhat low, not low, but mid to high quality of that guitar tone, so that you can compare the caps, compare the amp differences, different plugins, and so on. So far, so good. The first stream is actually, it was much better than I thought. And I saw some people asking questions, some people saying hi, some people helping me with the stream. And what I would like to ask you to check my music if you haven't done it yet, and you can also check the videos. I did a lot of demos for Neural DSP, for GGD, for Submission Audio. I have roughly 26 songs, 10 of them lo-fi stuff, rest is pure metal, and I'm trying to make gent at the moment. Not at the moment, since I began, but it's going there. And in the future streams, you're gonna hear me mixing. I'm gonna do the mixes live. The reason is maybe someone will join and we're gonna have some nice chats. So that's gonna be the reason. So that's the only reason, actually. I'm gonna do some practice. Maybe it's not gonna be the best live experience because I'm gonna fail so much, but I've been getting really nice taps from my new teacher, and it's gonna be interesting to show it to you. Of course, I'm not gonna give the tabs or whatever, but I'm gonna play it in front of you and probably fail 40%, and on 60% you're gonna hear what I play quite decent and fast enough and clean enough. And besides mixing and practicing the most important stuff, maybe I'm gonna really play something. If we get, I don't know, 50, 60, maybe more, maybe it's a dream, I really don't know. Weavers, I'm planning to play some live stuff, my songs, but live. And also I am planning to do some live composing again. It's something from Kian. I saw that from him. He was apparently Pliny challenged him and he made a song for Pliny X, with Pliny's presets, which is kind of interesting. And that inspired me to make some stuff live, like composing, like mixing. And hopefully that will be something that I will do. Again, it's a promise that I really want to keep, because live streams, as I understand, are really important, and at least I can, read your comments, have some really nice chats while doing what I love. That's the most important stuff for me. So thank you so much. I talk extra 11 minutes, which is not so interesting, because when I record something, probably it takes a lot of time. Not probably, it takes a lot of time, believe me. 1 hour, 2 hour. So yeah, it's the first step of a shy guy. So help the shy guy. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna stop streaming right now. So